We're not finna go back on our word. And that's cool. If it's meant for me to have this baby and be a single mom, that's even better. Like not like that, but like, I'm not about to be scared. I'm not about to let this shit like make me feel like I have to like. It's really weird, bro. And I don't even like how it's starting to play out. Like, stop tweeting. Let's just talk about what made you mad. Last night made you mad. That is so crazy. But if I tell you what made me mad yesterday, it don't matter. You did what you did because you're a crib and you went to go with your crib niggas, right? I just can't do that, yo. The lady said if I get an abortion, it's going to be a different type of abortion because it's big and developed.
Okay, please tell me I got it.
Yo, remember when everybody was in the uproar when they reversed Roe v. Wade? Yeah, I remember. So, y'all, you can't be pro Roe v. Wade and anti this. It's just not possible. So here's the thing, man. So supposing if you have a child or you find yourself pregnant by a parent that's unfit, or you yourself are unfit, and you decide to bring a child into the world, then that's child abuse. Because a child needs a mother and a father to be balanced and to coexist and to rear and bear a child. A single parent is not only not ideal, but it's also detrimental to a child. Sure, you can make some emphasis, or you can make some point some examples of people who are successful being a single child, but the trauma that was unnecessary that they had to endure, to overcome, and still have to work through to this day was unnecessary. Now, I don't follow Chrisean Rock or Blueface, but they in my group chat right now. It's just I can't be taken out of the group chat. And I also understand that whatever is being highlighted in this world or matrix, whatever you want to call it.
Sean Malone on March 14, 2000 in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. She was raised in a massive family, which she was the 11th born sibling in a family of 12 kids. And as you might imagine, with a family that large, things were far from easy for Chrisean growing up. For one thing, her family moved throughout several neighborhoods when she was a child as a result of her father never being around, thanks to the fact that he was serving a prison sentence for much of her early life. In fact, Chrisean never even met her dad until she was 7 years old.
I met him when I was 7 because he came home and he was locked up for I don't know how long. I went through abuse, so like getting like either choked out or like beat on.
Meanwhile, Chrisean's mother struggled with drug addiction, which made it difficult for her to be a consistent presence in any of her children's lives. On top of all these hardships, Chrisean also had to deal with being the victim of abuse. During an interview with Fox News where she was being profiled as a student athlete, she detailed how she was choked and beaten.
Is a part of the algorithm for a reason, and it's being highlighted because that's the basic psyche of the world right now, or at least in our in my algorithm, in my life's algorithm is seeing the poison that is a broken family, a broken home, or a toxic relationship, and these guys are the poster child of a toxic relationship. Man, I seen
You say she's your soulmate?
Hell no. No. She's a fucking cellmate. That's what she is. We like.
I was watching something where I think my girl showed me like a clip of this interview that Chrisean Rock and Blueface did, and the interviewer had said that their relationship and those two were the talk of a White House conversation with Kamala Harris and like government people and important people. They were talking about Chrisean Rock, Kamala Harris, I think Obama, these people, something to that effect. I can't remember the interview. Don't check my facts on that, but I know for a fact it was either vice president now or it was Obama or somebody like that, and they were the talk of the conversation. That says a lot about the conversation, that's a part, that they are a part of the conversation, man. Hey, I always just observe just human behavior, whatever going on. I just pay attention to it, and I pay attention to how people react because generally when you see like people in the public eye or public figures, like I said, it just highlights the algorithm where we are at the time. So how people respond to that, you either defend it or you either condemn it or just have an opinion on it based on where you are in that algorithm and how trauma has affected you. And if you don't notice or see that, okay, if you bring your child into the world where it's constant turmoil between the father and the mother, even before the child is born or before the child is conceived, that child has an uphill battle, especially if the two parents don't realize that their interaction is important to be healthy, 100% healthy, to raise and rear that child so that they be molded and be a good person or an important member of society. And so when you see stuff like this, you see like people being like, oh man, it's so sad, man, because, and it's either painting her as a victim or painting her as Chrisean Rock, painting Chrisean Rock as the victim to endure this, or saying weird things like, oh, this baby's going to change her and make her a better person. That's not how babies work. You may take on the reins and raise them the best you can, but if you have a toxic idea of what it is to be a mother or what it is to be a father, then you're going to hurt that child. It may be deep self-conscious punctures of trauma that doesn't show face until that child's an adult, or they might not never correlate that. They may have trouble being in relations when they get older, or being in friendships and maneuvering in society because they have an imbalance on how they were raised and brought up. A child don't change you or make you a healthy person. It may make you want to like straighten up and fit in this matrix and like get a job or work and take care of the child, but it's not going to make you a healthy person. It's not going to help you love that child better. And if you're having a child to love you, like it feels like this Chrisean Rock girl is having an emotional support baby, and that's scary. There's no victims in this. Chrisean Rock, Blueface, they are the exact same part of the coin, man. You don't, contrary to popular belief, opposites don't attract. You get who you are at the time you are that thing. You get the mirror version of yourself. It may not look the same, but it's just reflecting whatever you are at the time. That's who you are going to end up with in a romantic relationship or just in an interaction in general. You're just going to get the reciprocal part of you. And it may not look the same, because when you look in the mirror, your left arm may look like your right arm, but it's really still your left arm. You're just looking at it from another angle. But you get in the mirror of yourself. You getting either the balance or the imbalance. So if you have a healthy balance within yourself, you know yourself and understand yourself, then you're going to find somebody who has a healthy balance, know themselves, understand themselves, and then you guys can work through figuring out that balance together continuously. That's what a relationship is. All this not getting along, toxic, ups and downs, these are not ups and downs, man. That's not what this is. But this is highlighted because I just seen the thread of Blueface saying, like, basically abort the baby, we shouldn't have this baby, or else that baby's gonna be raised alone. And it brought me to the conversation, or the idea of, like, when people were all up in arms about Roe v. Wade and all women's right to choose. So if a man tells you, hey, I don't want to have this baby, although Roe v. It's the same argument for Roe v. Wade and the same argument for this. Obviously, if you don't want to have a baby, you don't make decisions that will cause a woman to be with the child. I'm not necessarily pro-abortion or anti-abortion. You do whatever you want to do. It's just not something I'm into. However, if you want to not have a baby, then don't have unprotected sex, or understand when a woman's ovulating, know the person you with, that kind of stuff, or just knowing yourself and holding a level, or knowing the person you having sex with on a holding level. That's another conversation for another day. I ain't trying to be too serious with y'all. It's just, man, if you are anti-choice, if you are anti-accountability, especially in terms of having a child, then at the same way a woman should have a choice to not have a child, then the man that she's having a child with should have that same choice. Or you don't really believe in Roe v. Wade. You just believe in not having accountability if you don't want accountability as a woman. And a man's accountability don't matter because he's gonna have to deal with it no matter what. But I don't know, man. Hey, man, like and subscribe, man. This is a quick little, man, but ain't none of my business, man. Well, while they out there doing whatever it is that they doing, I'll be in the house, in the bathroom. Boo boom. Peace and love.